Today's project, I will be working on this vintage outdoor patio table and chair set. I love joining YouTube challenges and collaborations. So this video is part of the Flippin' Furniture Friday collaboration, and this one is hosted by OK at Home DIY and Shabby Meets Blank. This was pretty gunky and grimy, so off camera, my husband power washed it for me. I spray painted everything white. I wanted to be close to the original color in case things chipped or peeled. The seats needed to be completely remade, so I used some pieces of plywood I had laying around, and I used the original seats as a template and I traced around them, which ended up not being a great idea. I was kind of inaccurate with my tracing, so my husband had to make a lot of extra cuts. Yeah, so the circular saw just wasn't doing it. We had to break out the jigsaw. It was better anyways. It's always a better tool to use when you're going around curves. Using some spray adhesive, I sprayed the wood seat bottoms so I could apply my foam cushions. After I positioned my foam cushion, I used some very sharp sewing scissors. Okay, say that 5 times fast. And I trimmed off all of the excess foam around the edges of the seat. I always pre-wash my fabric to pre-shrink it, and then I have to iron it, which is not my favorite thing to do. Using some quilt batting, I'm going to cover up my seat cushions before I cover them with my fabric. I will list this stuff down below in the description box. Send me all of your favorite brands of staplers because I dislike mine very much. I had blisters all over my hands after I was finished with this project. I'm obviously taking a stapler and stapling around the edges, and I'm pulling everything tight once I get one side down to make sure there's no wrinkles or anything on the seat cushion. I've always done my corners where I tuck one side underneath the other and staple it down and just pull everything really tight.
Milo, what are you doing? Milo! Milo!
I had very limited amount of this fabric and I can't get any more. So I'm being very cautious to make sure I cut this as precisely as possible where I can cover my seats and have enough. I'm also making sure to kind of fold over my cut edge and staple that down just so that the finished products looks a little nicer and I don't have that raw cut edge. I have a nice clean folded over edge, if that makes sense. What, Milo? What? After so many staples, it was finally time to put the seats back on. And then this happened. How this glass broke, I have no idea. But when it broke, so did my heart. Off to Facebook Marketplace I went. I messaged about 20 people and found something that will work. And now I have another project. And here is the after. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I love the way it turned out. And make sure you check out our host for this challenge, Shabby Meets Bling, as well as OK at home DIY, as well as the playlist. I will have the playlist linked below and on my end screen. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you feel inspired. See y'all later. Bye.